Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Lauren if you're new here, and if you're not new, you're amazing for coming back. Thank you. Today I feel like I just did a Colourpop review. I just did a Colourpop review, but here we are back again doing another one, and that's because I couldn't say no to this entire collection. What collection are we talking about? Well, this is Colourpop's latest collaboration with Disney. This time focused solely on Snow White. Everything Snow White is in this collection. Now, I told myself that I would not be buying an entire collection from Colourpop again because I regretted it a bit. After Valentine's Day, I bought that whole collection and it was too much. It was too much stuff. But I ended up buying this whole collection and we are going to use it. We are going to be doing this look, and at the end, we're going to decide if it was worth buying the entire thing or if I have finally learned my lesson. We'll see. We'll see. Before I get into the swatches and this look, let me tell you a little bit about what's in the collection because I feel like it's a pretty cohesive, comprehensive collection. First, you have the Dreams Come True palette, which is just the packaging. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And just so you can get a look at what it looks like, I will note I will be displaying prices on the screen so you have an idea of how much it costs. This is what the palette looks like. So lots of fun. You're getting 3 Super Shock cheek blushes, and I already took these out of the packaging. I didn't want to put them back in the packaging. So you have I Wish I Wish, Fair Enough, and Just Rosy. So quite a variety of color in this collection. You have 2 lip kits. One is Snow White themed, one is Evil Queen themed. And in each lip kit, you get a lipstick, a lip pencil, and one of their luxe lip glosses. So pretty good lip kits. This collection also came with one of my favorite things that they do, and it's the hand mirror. And it says on the back, make a wish and unlock the magic, which, why? It should be mirror, mirror, right? It should be mirror, mirror. That's what they should have put. Either way, I don't want to blind you, but it is a super cute mirror. So I love when they do mirrors in their collection. And last but not least, they have a lip scrub. And this is the outer packaging. The outer packaging is super cute. The inner packaging is a little more basic. It's just an apple, but it is very cute. And yeah, that's the collection that we have today. I didn't feel like this was a giant, massive collection. I felt like this was a very comprehensive, it's a bit more sleek because you have the Valentine's Day collection, which had freaking 5 highlighters and 4 blushes. Too much, too much. And while this, you only have, you have 3 Super Shock cheeks, but in a very wide variety of colors. And you have 2 lip kits. Again, those colors are going to vary as well. So you have more variety, but it's just tighter. It all works. I think it's, I don't know. We are going to decide at the end of this video if it was worth buying the whole collection or not. I can't tell you now. I will tell you at the end what my thoughts were. And yeah, we're going to do some swatches. I'm going to swatch the Super Shock cheeks and the palette and then get into this look and just talk about it. Just have a good overview. So, saying that, let's get into the swatches. And now we're on to the swatches. I'm really excited because I don't know what I want to do for a look yet. So I'm hoping after swatching this palette, I'll have more of an idea of what I want to put on my face. But let's just get into it. Now, this feels really nice. Oh no, it's one of those weird colors. Okay, so what I've been seeing in quite a few of the palettes, they've got these weird jelly almost like colors. There's like one in every new palette and they're super, super pretty, but you really have to dig into it and it feels a little bit off. It's not off, it feels strange. So I think this one might be of that formula, possibly. So this is Spellbreaker. It's like a mix between jelly and like a Super Shock. Okay, and we have With a Smile. Is that showing up on my skin at all? Maybe. There we go. Okay. Ever After. Ooh, that's a Super Shock for sure. such a distinctive feel to the Super Shocks. And then we have Such Grace. Next up we have Someday. True Love. It's pretty yellow. My Prince. And Carried Away, which is one of those sequin shadows that I like to talk about because they're very strange. It's like a matte and a shimmer had a baby and came out with a sequin shade. And it's not quite sure what it wants to be because the shimmers in it don't stay on your eye. At least for me, that's what I've discovered. Okay, move my arm up a little bit. I think this one's called In the Land. I think. Then we have Charmed. Just One Kiss. Ooh, that's pretty. And I believe the last one is Far Away. Ooh, it's a pretty black. Okay, so here is the whole palette swatched. Very pretty, it's swatched very well. Okay, let's get on to some swatches of the Super Shocks. So this collection came with 3 Super Shock cheeks, and these are blushes, and yeah, we're gonna swatch them really fast. So this is I Wish, I Wish, which is probably the one I'll get the most use out of. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Next we have Fair Enough, which is very pretty as well. How many times am I gonna say that? Wow, that's really pigmented. That's gorgeous. And then we have Just Rosy, which I'm a little worried it might be a little dark for my skin tone for a blush. But the nice thing about Super Shocks is you can also use them on your eyes. So I would probably end up using that one on my eyes. But those are the 3 Super Shock cheeks. Quite an array of color and depth, which is nice to see because I feel like this collection will actually fit quite a few more people with different skin tones. Okay, I think we should just get into the look. Let's do it. Okay, I've already primed one of my eyes with my favorite MAC paint pot in the color Painterly. So I think we're gonna do the same look on both eyes. I do want to do kind of a cohesive look today. First thing I need to do though is I'm obviously going to use the new mirror because this mirror is amazing, but it came with a sticker. I'm totally blinding you, I'm so sorry, but it comes with this sticker on it. I'll insert a picture if it doesn't appear on camera. And well, I like the idea of adding a little bit of extra. I can't see with this sticker, so it's just like a little adhesive plasticky stick on, not like a sticker, which is good, so it doesn't leave any residue. Oh, that's better. Much better. Okay, now we can use it. So what do I want to do with this palette? Great question. I thought swatching it would give me some inspiration. It didn't. All I know is I'm not going to be using the blue and red together. Now that I think about it, maybe I will. I don't know. Okay. Let's just first go in with something to do on our brow bone to give it some color. Let's go into Someday. This was a pretty color. So I'm gonna go into Someday. I'm gonna put that on my brow bone. We're gonna see what it looks like. Sometimes the thing about a theme palette is that the theme colors are maybe a little bit tricky to work with. You can only do so much, right? And well, I think there's enough colors in this palette so that you can find a look super easy. I mean, it's got 12 colors, so you have plenty of options, but that red and the blue, it's hard because they catch your attention because they're beautiful, they're bright, and the yellow as well. But like, do you want to do a look with those 3 colors? I mean, that's very Snow White of you if you do, but I don't know if I want to do that. But of course it would be in theme with Snow White. Okay, I do want to say that, I mean, I talk about how much I love Colourpop's formula. You don't always know what you're gonna get, but that color someday applied beautifully. Like, I love their mattes. Their mattes are great. Okay, I really liked My Prince, this beautiful shimmer right here. And I think I want to put that in the outer corner of my eye, maybe? I don't know. We're just playing around. I think as long as you're having a fun time with makeup, you can't go wrong, right? Now, I will say I am glad that they did a smaller collection this time, but also a little bit sad because I've come to the realization that I might be a Disney adult. And it took me a while to say that, but I realized when, you know, 75% of the vacations you're planning revolve around Disney, yeah, you might be a Disney adult. When you're thinking about buying a condo in Florida with your imaginary lottery winnings, yeah, might be a Disney adult. But it's fine, it's fine. I'm actually going to Disneyland in a month now, month and a half. And I'm so excited because my husband is actually going with me, my best friend, and my brother. And I'm just really excited to spend time with all of them in one place and explore the Food and Wine Festival, which is my favorite. Okay, my cat is gonna be the death of me, I swear to God. Okay, so that was another color that applied beautifully. I think what we're gonna do is we are gonna go into this blue, and this is Just One Kiss. And I'm gonna put it, where am I gonna put it? I'm gonna put it in the inner eyelid, I think. I don't know how this is gonna turn out, but oh, it's very dark. You know, I lied. I'm going to still use that color, but I'm going to just stamp it into the outer edge of my eye. Woo, because it is a very dark blue. I think it would go better here. And Hunter's decided he wants to be in this video. So if you see his tail pop up, he's a little bit upset at me because I've been traveling a lot lately and I have not been home, and he likes to sleep on me at night. So when I'm not home, he has no one to sleep on because my husband moves around a lot in his sleep. So Hunter does not trust him. Okay, I'm just kind of blending the top just a little bit. Let's go back in there. Add some more. I'm not trying to make it too deep. Just a little bit. I mean, I guess this is a princess look. We can be as dramatic as we want, right? Maybe it's the red I won't use. I did just do the Valentine's collection look, so we use a lot of red in that. I don't know if I'm feeling red right now. Maybe I'm feeling yellow though. Blue and yellow? Is that a sports team? I'm sure that's a sports team. So let's go into True Love, that yellow. And let's do that in the inner corner and mid of my eye. I guess it's more just like inner corner. Oh yeah. Okay, that's kind of fun. I think what I want to do though, I have a clean brush right here. I'm gonna just kind of blend everything together just a little bit so that the edges aren't as sharp, especially in that blue and the yellow. My cats are now fighting if you hear them in the back. Okay, I think if we wanted, we could go in with that blue again and do it even deeper, but I actually am kind of liking how this looks right now. This is a pretty cohesive look for a palette with a lot of primary colors, right? But of course, we're gonna have to do something underneath the waterline. And I don't know what I want to do underneath the waterline. Oh my gosh, okay. I want to go into my prints again because it was so pretty. But I think what I'll do is I'll go into Carried Away, which is that sequin color, which means we never know how that's gonna turn out. But I'm gonna go ahead and just do that neutral underneath the waterline. If I end up with a lot of sparkles on my face, well, there are worse things to happen. Okay, and I'm gonna actually bring that blue down a little bit. Okay, that's like that. Okay, and add some more Carried Away. Okay, it's not overly dramatic, which I was a little worried the blue would make it. It's actually really nice. Yeah, it's not too much. Should we go back into the blue though? Should we try to deepen up the blue? Yes, we should. Oh yeah, okay, it's a little better. Well, depending on what you're looking for, but you can deepen up that color. Just have to go in a couple times. And what I've realized is on camera, sometimes it's a little hard to catch the look if I don't bring the color up high enough. So let's go in a little higher. Okay, I like it. I do like it. I'm gonna go ahead and do the exact same look on this eye as well. I'm gonna add some eyeliner, let's add some mascara, let's really bring the look together. And then we are going to get to the Super Shock cheeks as well as the lipsticks. So be right back. Okay, I have eyeliner, I have mascara on, and I am really happy with how the look turned out so far. Let's not ruin it, okay? But saying that, I mean, the safe choice for the Super Shock cheek blush would be to go into I Wish, because this is a gorgeous color. It's a little more muted, it's a little more peachy, but we're doing a princess look today, right? So, you know, we have to use Fair Enough. I think this very red, very pretty blush is gonna be perfect for this look. So let's see. Oh my gosh, look at that. I picked up so much on the brush. Oh, okay. It's gonna stamp it on. Woof. There's a lot of color. I normally don't do super bright blushes like this because it has a tendency to make me look a little ill. But you've got that pretty shimmer since it's a Super Shock. I'm gonna look like a clown. I'm gonna look like a clown. Okay, that's okay. Normally what I like to do when I am doing a look is I like to highlight one portion of my face. So either do a really strong eye look, a really strong lip look, or a really strong cheek look. Not all in one, because that's when you get into clown territory, which I think we might be heading into. We may be heading into it. I may go to edit this video and decide it should not see the light of day. I will say, this is a very, very pretty blush slash highlighter. It's definitely both of those in one. This shimmer is just gorgeous. I talk a lot about how much I love Colourpop's Super Shock formula. And this is why. It's just so easy to apply. I feel like this color would look great on a variety of skin tones. And I don't know if it's gonna add a lot to my look today, or perhaps take away from it a bit. But it is pretty. It's something that I would wear if I did a more neutral eye for sure. Speaking of neutral, let's take a look at the lip kits. Okay. we haven't even looked at these yet. So we have Love's First Kiss and Thy Magic Spell. And I'm guessing whatever we choose to use is going to clash quite terribly. So, oh, cute. Okay, I didn't even know it was in these. So we have a lipstick, a lip gloss. So they're Luxe Gloss formula, which you either love it or you hate it. And then you also have a lip liner, which I love. So for Love's First Kiss, you have the Snow White lipstick, Such a Beauty lippy pencil, and Red as Rose lip gloss. So that's this one. The lipstick is, maybe we won't do a lipstick. Oh my gosh, it's got little apple imprints on it. Oh, that's adorable. Okay, I love this color. But again, do I want to overwhelm my face with color? I don't think so. This is part of the problem of being a more neutral tone person, is if you put too much color on your face, you look like a clown. Maybe it's just me though. Maybe it's just me. Okay, so in Thy Magic Spell Kit, you have the Evil Queen Luxe Lipstick, Jealous Much Lippy Pencil, and Queen G. Who's the queen's name in Snow White? She's just the queen? Does she have a name? Oh my god, now I need to think about that. Is Maleficent Snow White? She's not. She's Sleeping Beauty. Okay. Well, Queen G is the lip gloss. Oh, which is really pretty. Okay, so you have the lippy pencil. You have the... Oh, that's gorgeous. So the lipstick is a deep plum red. It looks like it's a plummy red. And then you have the lip gloss, which is this more purple color, which I think I'm going to use because, no, actually, let's use the other lip gloss because this is very, very pretty. So this is Red as Rose. I didn't swatch any of the lip products because I was lazy. There's no real excuse. Oh, smells like candy. Normally I would do a lipstick, but my lips are so chapped that if I put a lipstick on them, it's not gonna look good. And I really don't want to do that to the poor lipstick because I might not like the formula. I don't know. I haven't used their lipsticks in a while, but I wouldn't know because my lips are not giving me the best canvas at the moment. I exfoliated. I mean, I can even bring out this cute little exfoliator. It doesn't matter. They're just so dry. They just need some deep hydration right now. Okay, but that's the lip gloss. That's really pretty. It's just a little bit of color. It's a little bit of sparkle. That's pretty. I like that. Again, the Luxe lip glosses, you either love them or you hate them. They are a little bit sticky. So some people cannot stand using them because you got to be careful. Now, I will say, I have gone out wearing one of these lip glosses, my hair down, windy day, and had to wash my hair because it was so sticky from the lip gloss, from blowing in the lip gloss, that it was pretty gross. So I just kind of have to be aware of the weather when I use the lip glosses. But I do always like the colors they come out with. I think the colors are really pretty. Okay, so this is the look. I don't know. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it right now. And it's mainly, I think, the Super Shock Cheek that's throwing me off a little bit because it's just very, very bright. It's kind of competing with the eye look, and I don't know how I feel. But you know what? Let's take a break. Let's take a breather and come back and talk about, is this collection worth it? Do I think they did Snow White justice, or does it need a little bit of work? Let's talk about it. Okay, I went back and I tried to diffuse the blush a little bit just because it was a lot. It was a lot. It was too much for this look. Between the blue eyeshadow and the red blush, it clashed just a little bit, So I did go over the blush with a damp beauty blender and just kind of tried to take away some of that pigment. to make it a little more rosy flush rather than red apple color, if that makes sense. I think that makes sense. But let's talk about what my thoughts are with this collection, how I feel the look turned out. It's a look. It's a look. Well, let's start with probably one of my favorite aspects of this collection. It's the mirror. I love when Colourpop adds mirrors into the collections. I just think they're so much fun. And while I do wish it said mirror, mirror on the wall, I feel like that was a missed opportunity. It's still a really cute mirror and it's a decent size. So I would rather have the handheld mirror than a mirror in the palette. So I kind of love this. I'm gonna probably be pulling this out quite a bit. Onto the palette. The palette is, oh God, they do such a fantastic job with the outer packaging. Like I just don't know how they hit it out of the ballpark every single time, but I truly feel when they do collabs, they just really take that extra minute to make sure every single aspect of the packaging, from the disposable part to the actual component, it just feels like they put in the effort. It looks fantastic. Now, even the inside, look at that. Oh, so pretty. What do we think of the palette? I think the colors are very true to Snow White. I think they did a great job picking colors that actually make sense. Now, saying that, I don't love these colors in a palette together. Too many primary colors that do not mix well together. I will say right now, I do kind of regret using that blue. It's a beautiful blue, but I personally find blues hard to work with, especially dark blues, because they are just very strong. You know, they definitely pull your attention when you use them. And even though I did think this was pretty easy to blend out for such a dark color, for me, dark colors, sometimes it ages me a little bit. So not loving the blue that I used, and that's more just a personal preference than a reflection on the color of the palette. Now, I think all the other colors I used performed really, really well. Someday is this peachy matte. What a gorgeous matte. What a beautiful color. Really love that. I never use the Super Shocks, and I don't know why, because they always get me the most excited. But just touching the Super Shock makes me happy. My Prince was also a beautiful color. Now, we didn't get into the red, we didn't get into the black, but the far away when I swatched it was really, really fun. So I think I might play around with this and try to use it as a liner because it's very pigmented, it's very beautiful. And I didn't get to use it in this look because we used the dark blue. We regret that, but that was a choice that we made. We had to use something, and I just used red in the Valentine's Day collection, so I wanted to do blue. This yellow though, True Love, that was a great color too. So very, very pretty. I think they did a great job with this palette. I think it's very cohesive, comprehensive, and a great reflection of Snow White. I didn't even talk about how cute the little mushrooms are, but they're adorable. So cute, so cute. They did a great job with this palette, and this is definitely a good example of how good Colourpop's formula can be, because it's fantastic. Let's talk about the Super Shock cheeks. I am really glad that they did such a wide variety of colors. I think because they did colors that are deeper, that aren't necessarily going to work on me, that means they're going to work on someone with darker skin, which is good. Everyone should be able to use a collection or have something in a collection that works for them. So I am glad that they did these deeper colors, these super pigmented, beautiful colors. And I am super excited for I Wish I Wish, because this is one where I can see myself using this quite a bit. It works as a blush and a highlighter in one, so swoosh it on and you're good to go. No, I didn't use that one because I wanted to do a more princessy look. So we used Fair Enough, and it turned out fair enough. It was fine, but I kind of knew that pulling that out would clash with the eye look and be a bit too clown-like. So yeah, by itself, with a more neutral eye look, this would be great. I loved the amount of shimmer in it. Super, super pretty. Again, I just personally like to highlight one aspect of my face versus more than one, because it just takes away, I feel like, when you have too much popping off, right? Which is, again, why I chose not to use one of the lipsticks. as well as because my lips are chapped to heck, and the lipsticks would have looked terrible on them. So I used one of the Luxe glosses, which I really enjoyed. I mean, the Luxe glosses are nothing new. These formulas aren't new. These colors probably aren't that new either. I mean, they come out with them in pretty much every collection, but I do think these are gorgeous colors. So I do like these. And I am really excited to use the lipsticks. I'll probably use them in an upcoming short just to highlight the colors because they are very pretty. And again, I think they did a great job matching both the cheek and the lip sets to the theme, which is Snow White. So they did a darker version for the Queen. They did a more red version for Snow White, which is perfect. She's known for wearing her bright red lipstick. Oh, always looking flawless. She doesn't have blush on. Maybe I should have just copied her. It doesn't really look like she's got much cheeks. It's kind of funny. Last but certainly not least, we have the Little Apple lip scrub, which for me, you can never have too much lip scrub. I've heard a lot of people complain that the outer packaging doesn't match what the actual component looks like. So just as a refresher, the outer packaging is more a poison apple. The actual component is just a red apple. Yeah, I feel like that was a little bit of a missed opportunity, but because the outer packaging for me is just going to get thrown in the garbage. So it would be nice to have the component matched. It does say just one bite on it, which is pretty cute. But I don't know, I think it was a very cute addition to the collection. Do I regret getting the whole collection? We have talked about this, okay? I have problems with Colourpop and knowing my limits. So I got the entire Valentine's Day collection and I came out of that thinking, you did not need this whole collection. Holy moly. Now, it was a little bit different because there was like 4 blushes, there's 5 highlighters. It was a lot of the same products. So I definitely walked out of that one thinking, my God, you did not need all of this. But I went ahead and I bought this entire collection. Do I regret that? No, I don't. I actually don't with this collection. I think there's enough of a variety that I'm going to get use out of every single thing in this collection. Even the Super Shock Cheeks, which again, this color wouldn't work for me as a blush. It's a little too dark, but I can use it on my eyes. I can figure out ways to play with it. And it's a very beautiful deep burgundy color. It's very pretty. Even the lipsticks, there's enough variation here where I don't feel like I'm getting, you know, 4 or 5 of the same things, which is how I felt with the Valentine's Day collection. Now, do you need this entire collection? No. I would say definitely with the Super Shock Cheeks, pick the one that fits you best. Pick the one that you think you're going to get a lot of use out of. Or pick one that's new to your collection. Maybe you don't have anything in this very, very pretty red and you want to try it out. You know, I mean, they don't break the bank. They're not that expensive. They're fun to play with. I like them. I haven't had too many issues of my Super Shocks drying up. I know some people have. I keep mine in a very dark, cool place. It's in the back of my closet. And I think I've only had one out of quite a few dry up on me. So I feel like that's a win. It's a beautiful collection. Even though the eyeshadow colors are not my favorite, they work perfectly with that theme. So I really can't complain too much about them. I think I am going to get quite a lot of use. You can hear my cat in the background singing his song. I think I am going to get quite a lot of use out of quite a few of these products because they're so pretty. And even now I'm like, do I have to throw the packaging away? Yes, I'm going to throw the packaging away because that's silly to hold on to this. But again, from the outer packaging to the components to what's in the components, I just think this is a really well thought out collection. And I'm really excited as a Disney adult to have this as part of my collection. I hope you enjoyed this video. I would love to hear your opinions on this collection. Please let me know in the comments below. Did you pick it up? Are you gonna pick it up? Fluffy is very vocal today. You haven't seen Fluffy on camera. I'll have to do his own intro. But yeah, let me know what you think below. I'd love to hear from you and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.